On the Spanish accent for Armel there.
I'm
but
so sorry.
Top
It
lane
turns on and off when I
in
cast thunder.
trouble. Sacred has got Swashbuckle, he's got Shield Crash, but he's finding himself near the wrong tier 1 tower. Doesn't break the tree down, buying a lot of time here as well.
That's clever.
So Raven's going to break off and maybe let Jean-Noel give chase. Sacred knows his trees and will make this a difficult task. For right now, though, Jean-Noel not too interested.
No.
Giving chase.
Sacred manages to make it out. At this point, it's all about how much Sacred can do with this trash lane. It's really not about winning the lane. I don't think that's even in the cards for them. Raven will get farm, which is certainly scary, very consistent carry. Raven is honestly one of the scariest guys, in my opinion, when you play against him with a good lane, because he doesn't really throw that lead kind of ever. He's very, very consistent. He plays it safe most of the time, and he knows when to press the advantage, right? He's not like a full-on farmer, even though that is what he's known for. He does play aggressively enough, but he doesn't make blunders.
Yeah, it's important to utilize the farm well, right?
Exactly.
What does it say that the Chinese analysts like to do, like damage per net worth, right? That's the kind of value you're looking for.
True. I would love to have that stat in general. I think that's a really cool stat. Not enough to kick players for, but I think in general it's a good stat.
Yeah. Down bottom, Panda and DJ will stare at each other as they block each other's camps and go the other way.
That's what playing support is like in 2022.
Yes, it is. And
top lane, they do find Sacred. He could be in a bit of trouble. Has a Swashbuckle. Almost died to that Nether Ward, but they do miss that last Nether Blast, which allows him to survive.
Yep, Dark Mago as well. Bit worse for wear in the mid lane. Had Fairy Fire the entire time. Accidentally buys a second stick. Okay, he should sell that rather quickly. Not sure what this is about for Mago.
You know, I think he misclicked when he was in the shop. I've done this before, and I buy stick. I don't know why it happens. It's like I buy clarity or stick when I misclick when I'm typing.
Well, he's got 2 sticks.
Oh, he got 2 sticks.
He's got 2 sticks. Okay, and he sold one. I don't know if he lost the 100 gold there or not.
Oh no.
Not the biggest deal, but it's a blunder.
The real problem is that he's in the river, right? And you can't make a fire in the river, which is what the only thing these sticks can be turned into.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah,
true.
Well, Mago will instead go back to the lane with a single stick and continue to fight with the Storm. All right. Bottom lane, Pakas at least has managed to hold his own in this lane against Beastmaster. That's kind of the key moment. However, once Jabs does reach the Helm of the Dominator, there's nothing much Thunder Awaken can do. Bane is an extremely weak support against Beastmaster.
Yeah, and you're not going to want to really send the Doom down here either, with DJ able to scout him in the trees very easily. I think something a lot of people tend to overlook when you think about the Hoodwink as a support is that Acorn Shot does give vision, and if they did shoot one over towards the left, they would see Matthew trying to join here, as DJ will now see him. Good bushwhack, though. Might shut down this little play, but instead, they're going to look for the Beastmaster. Matthew going to get him some damage with Scorched Earth, but actually, he's going to drop for first blood. Goes to DJ. They want to get this one, and Pakaz will wait on the Phantom Strike to ensure that he gets the kill.
DJ still fighting against Panda. Panda actually gets a double bushwhack there. The creeps are starting to hit Panda. He doesn't have any damage block. He's going to go down, trying to use the brain staff to keep himself healthy, but that was not good enough either. And Pakaz running for his life, realizing this squirrel packs the punch.
Yeah, indeed she does. As when you got the nice cask target, the Acorn Shot, that is lots and lots of damage.
Yes, we have a Witch Doctor player here and a Hoodwink player, so we are fans of the bounces here.
But I would say in general that Pakaz's time in this lane is going to pretty quickly come to a close. Like you're saying, this Helm of the Dominator is really what allows Jean-Noel here on the Beastmaster to really accelerate the game. Jabs, thank you.
Yes.
Jean-Noel, pardon me, that's what I was saying. It gets a kill top lane.
Exactly. Sacred will die in the top lane to this combo of CK Pugna. Honestly, is expected, but it's expected, but it's just because you drafted such weak lanes. So yeah, you're not misplaying, but also maybe you misdrafted at this. We'll see how what your plan is to recover with Thunder Awaken into this mid game. I do find that Fnatic will have a really strong snowball potential, and with the Storm and CK, you can really press the advantage, especially with the current Null Talisman build. Much cheaper to build than the older Storms, who took forever. As Jean-Noel, he does have that Nether Ward available. He's probably not going to die here. He's stacking a little bit. I do see the kill on Pandamo instead. They catch the other 5, and Thunder Awaken realizes there's no point in continuing this fight. Potential fight.
Nice tip there. Acorn Shot into the bushwhack, right? Making sure that you have the catch. Shaman with a big zip, but with the regeneration rune in his bottle, he's happy to make that play. DJ, off the back of this move, does drop a pretty deep ward, so he's expecting the PA to be kicked out of lane shortly, and is leaving Vision ready to move. So we'll see if they get to act upon that in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay, that's, I mean, Fnatic certainly knows how to press their advantage right now. They're putting the pressure they've been doing this whole tournament in general. we'll see how they start to act upon this once this Beastmaster gets Helm, which is, I think, underway.
Yeah, looks like it is indeed. Yeah, that's pretty good there for Jabs. His action top. Stun will find Sacred here. 60% damage reduction here is going to get him out safely. And a salve will top him up.
16 is a decent amount. There's a lot of burst here on Fnatic, but it's not enough to kill off a Pango exactly. Yep. We do see Sacred going for it.
Here they go. Armel's looking bot lane here for a big zip onto an unsuspecting PA who has no supports down here.
Nice cut.
Yeah, there's going to be the Primal Roar, and Pakaz is going to be made minced meat, but lots of TPs, Rainbow TPs, and Panda's the first in. In fact, they saved Pakaz, you madman. Even Phantom strikes toward him as they're looking to turn.
Oh. Okay, that was a bit awkward. I think that Armel was trying to set up the arena at the same time as he set up the spear, but instead he sends Armel away from the arena. DJ's stuck inside of it. He could still get a pushback. They cut down the tree. Well done. DJ will die. Matthew can still tank a fair amount, but he's still a support, which means they'll kill him quickly with his helm. Fighting on the Beastmaster's timing, a bit dangerous for Thunder Awaken, who's now 4K down.
Yeah, this is starting to look really, really rough, right? Especially because this is a 4 that farms phenomenally well for what he is, right? He's still a Doom.
Yes. So this net worth is even actually a bigger difference.
Yeah. When you kind of take that into, of course, he gets to utilize the net worth, right? But he's still looking pretty bad here, and Armel is looking for more action.
All right, he's gonna die. Unless, ball lightning, there we go. Go up to the high ground, set up a static remnant.
Got him. Even the Invis rune, there's a sentry there, but Armel's immediately going over to farm the mid wave.
Okay, Thunder Awaken needs to cool their head, to be honest. They're being a bit too hasty. They're missing a couple of spells, honestly, which is not common in Dark Malo. And you just take a moment to breathe in, because Fnatic, I think the pressure has gone to them.
Yep, there's pressure top and pressure mid. We'll take another look at this jump. Pakaz cutting the tree a bit too quickly there. You can see it on the second go around as the Nightmare. Let's look at this damage. Auto attack in the air. Fairy Fire may have been enough, but Pakaz certainly kept alive there by the plays of Panda. He's a specialist on these save kind of heroes. Always prefers the ABBA. It
was Fairy Fire and Magic Wand, by the way, for Pakaz, which is why he healed such a ridiculous amount. As we get Dark Troll Summoner. Lovely creep, this guy. Oh, but Skeletons have one less armor, though. Oh.
And you can get, I think, only 2 stacks of them now instead of 3, but, you know, still incredibly strong, as we can see.
And take that on tower quickly. And now, honestly, Fnatic could play this Beastmaster as a Broodmother Light.
They're going to go top lane for Sacred even. And he could be in some trouble. There's Raven. He makes the call to go. Armel TP's in and Fog. And that's as easy as a kill as they come, really.
Not really a game right now for Thunder Awaken.
Thunder just not really respecting these strong lanes. This is at least something. They will move in to take a small stack, but only the one, not overstaying their welcome.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the CK, of course, one of the strongest laners, right? Maybe bar a troll. He can continue laning. He can fight on his own with the max sustain build on Chaos Strike. Like, you do have to respect the kill potential this guy has with any +1.
Okay, at least he's going to be able to farm a little creep wave here. And that's all they really can do. I think farm, try to cut lanes best they can. Unfortunately, your 2 supports are not very good at it.
Yep.
Doom with Scorched Earth can sort of commit it. But
and here's the ward paying off, right? That DJ plants earlier. Nightmare. It was a good effort was made, and they do at least force the roar, but the kills go into the creeps.
When you commit roar like that, man, it's like you know that you're so far ahead, you don't even need to kill the cores with it. You just want to get kills and objectives. And that's what he does. Beastmaster rotates from bottom to mid, the more common move these days. Take the tier 1 mid, open up the map for your team.
Yep. That's textbook rotation, right? Jab's rotating on through, gets a kill with a ward that DJ plants earlier after he ganks mid. Now they look to siege the tower. Thunder, though, still have some pretty decent team fight with Sacred showing now. Level 6 Arena of Blood and Rolling Thunder at the ready. Important for Fnatic to give some respect to that 5k net worth lead or not. Pakaz, though, is going to try and make sure he can farm this one up. Ooh, he's...
Close.
Yeah, close call for him. And in fact, might be close still now. DJ's not going to give chase here, it looks like.
He's still going for the Battlefield, which means it's going to take forever for Pakaz to get online. I'm assuming he'll have to skip the Desolator and go for BKB instead.
It seems that way, and that will make his fight versus the CK that much harder. I think, you know, the Storm you can cut through relatively easily, assuming you have the jump and the catch from Mago. But perhaps even a Fiend's Grip, right? Which we haven't had yet, as Panda's still only level 5. So Thunder really need to get something here to enable a move. And right now, I said, commented on the blink timings for Mars. It's going to be a pretty average blink timing for Dark Mago's Mars, which sounds decent, but for a mid lane Mars is a little bit below average, really.
Yeah. It is, especially for Dark Mao, who's a big mid lane farmer, right?
Yes,
he occasionally gets a couple of kills early, then produces to farm. Pandamu dies in the top lane to Raven. As in the bottom lane, try to defend here with Matthew. They do have the sharpshooter. Matthew is dying to the skeleton army. They'll still have the Doom though, and in fact, Bakas sees the opportunity to at least kill a creep. That's all he's gonna get. No potential to actually turn this around.
Yeah, I think he dies actually if multi-shot on tower is not used.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's kept alive. This is a Doom with a magic wand and Tranquils, positioned for Doom.
Also going for Blink Dagger. I think they just have to fight on Dark Mago's Blink Dagger. There's not much else they can do at this point.
It's close. 250 gold away here for Dark Mago, and he finds an Invis rune, so he can use that with the Blink timing and try and set up for a good fight.
Yep.
That might be a turning point here that Thunder are going to have to hope they can get right. Because so far this game, they're not finding much success, Avo.
100 more gold for that Blink Dagger though, but Fnatic,
Smoke on smoke.
they will try to at least kill the supports here. Pummel Roar immediately for Panda. Sharpshooter on top of that. Bushwhack, but it's actually blocked by Matthew there. So Panda will get to live for a little bit longer. Dark Soul Summer still chasing after him. In fact, Sacred wants to turn this around.
Here's Mago.
But Rolling Thunder's been used. Mago's joining as well. And he does have the Arena Blood, waited for the Storm, has to settle for the Beastmaster. As Arnell does take down the supports.
They're going to try and do him.
There's the Rolling Thunder. They do have the Doom available. They don't have the time, though, to hit him. Now Armel, however, is out of mana, which means Bakaz can catch up to him. They try to slow him down with Stifling Dagger. The Spear hits as well. The healing by Jarnell is not good enough, and the Doom will secure this kill on Armel. Finally, a team fight for Thunder Awaken, but Fnatic, they still have the 6K lead.
Yeah, I mean, that's phenomenal, right? That gives a little bit of bonus gold, 465 right to the PA. That's exactly what Pakaza is looking for. He finishes Battle Fury. He feels confident enough he can go for this. And the biggest difference there was the ward from DJ expires, so they're a little bit too confident. They think we didn't see anyone under this ward. They didn't scout that smoke, and they actually end up overextending. Dark Mago closes the door with the Invis rune. They get the kill onto the Doom, but he's a support. He's saving gold for Blink. He doesn't care buyback.
Yep.
Perfectly executed, well executed there by Thunder.
Yeah, I wouldn't say perfectly, but pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the... Usually Thunder goes for all these like risky-ish plays where they're just trying to squeeze every bit of efficiency. A lot of Chinese teams do this as well, but they take it to the max, right? They try to punish every single mistake. And this time it did work out for them. And this is the kind of games where these plays are great because the reward is much higher than the risk. If you lose all your heroes there, honestly, the game is already so bad that you need to make plays anyway.
Yeah, only downside from that fight is Dark Mago has Blink, but no Arena to use, so that's been well scouted by the Hawks, so Fnatic won't be surprised and shouldn't be surprised by that, as there's a big jump.
And we do find Matthew. That's an easy kill. That's no Doom, though. Fiend's
Grip.
But the help from the Primal Roar to stop the Fiend's Grip. The Axes get Matthew, as Pandamu also dies. Sacred might be able to get away with Rolling Thunder. The two supports are dead.
Yeah, he's going to make it out. That's a dive back, most importantly, right on the Doom, so it frees up Fnatic to make a couple more aggressive plays. Potentially Roche, Raven, thinking about it. It's got maxed Reality Rift and wouldn't be entirely slow here with the damage of Armel. Plenty of stats as he is rushing this Lincoln Sphere, respecting the Doom pick. And to be honest, not many other targeted spells to break the Lincoln. It's really just the dagger. So that's going to be basically allowing him to skip BKB entirely is what it feels like, especially at the pace of this game. Yeah. And that Roche is dead before you know it.
Okay. That's given to Storm, which indicates a fighting Aegis, right? Yes. It's not necessarily to take towers, you're going to be able to dive as much as you want.
Yeah, probably one of the better first Aegis carriers in the entire game, coming back with full HP, full mana. Yep. It's so hard, right? Almost no other hero utilizes that so early. Sacred has a timing here, though, on the Blink Dagger. It's being fetched to him now by the Courier. DJ cuts a wave top.
Armel, by the way, if we talk about the Storm a little bit more, he is Lincoln-zing this game.
Yeah.
So that, as you said, that means that we're not going to see the 4 nulls, I presume, with this build. I think it's actually much more of a tanky Storm, right?
You're right. We're going to see probably 5 nulls and the BZM. You know, you're absolutely right.
I mean, through the BZM.
Yeah. I mean, it could be, right? I don't know if we'll get there because, to be honest, the 5 null strategy is used when you're losing the game. And at the rate this one's going, especially with his Fairy's Trinket and the smoke, Fnatic, they would like to apply some pressure. The scan, it's going to pop up red, and there's the jump. Pekaz, though, gets the blur off just in time as he blinks over to the wagon. Armel not quite scouting him. Instead, Panda will have to take the death in his place, as well as Matthew. Lots of action.
The 2 supports keep dying for Thunder Awaken. They just need to tank these ganks to give their team some space. Pekaz is going to be finishing the Desolator soon. Yeah. Or has it?
He has it, in fact. Yeah, it's being fetched out.
Not bad at all, actually.
It's space.
Yeah, it is space. Pekaz has carried worse games before.
This is Thunder doing the best that they can really hope to do, which is avoid these kind of ganks and make as much space as you can, while only, you know, losing the excess baggage, which is at this point the supports, unfortunately. That's how that one works out. Deso here for Pecan, I believe soon enough. Sure where. I guess not. He needs one more Mithril Hammer. Okay, you know what he's done? He's thinking about BKB. He's holding on to this hammer as he quickly realizes, oh my god, that's an Ancient Black Dragon pushing my high ground. I might need to fight earlier than I'm ready.
Okay, there's the swash. So as the bushwhack. As Matthew dies first, that means no Doom. They cancel out Lincoln as well. They have a potential Fiend Script, but of course the Age is still on top of him. They want to kill his first life. They did it. They'll come back without Lincolns.
They're going to have a 3-second window here. It's going to have to be real tight, and they're not going to look for it without having Sacred's Rolling Thunder, without the arena ready to use.
Good
Seems
job.
like Thunder will acquiesce this bottom tower.
Fnatic. Yes, Fnatic will take it.
Yeah.
And in fact, the Livestream will keep Raven healthy, topped up, make sure that they can continue this push. In fact, they see an opportunity. They go in for the Mago. They send them back as well. The Nightmare is not going to save him because we had the Dragonfire there to actually break the Nightmare. And John Well making sure that he doesn't die as he tops up Armel this time. Matthew, once again, the target. Fiend Script this time will hit Armel. Armel is capable of ball lighting away. They cancel that Fiend Script immediately. Now it's Sacred who's in trouble. Armel goes forward and he does kill Sacred easily as Dark Mago is sent back. The shield's not going to protect against the Chaos Knight. Bushwhack will miss this time, but Fnatic has gotten enough kills to secure these bottom racks.
It's already a dieback as well onto the mid lane. Dark Mago didn't really have much to play for, but he does his best. And that's going to be one less lane of barracks. Pakaz does go out here for the Desto in the meantime. That's the bottom tier 3 and the melee barracks, but and a couple buybacks from Thunder. Things are looking mighty dire for them as Fnatic will be able to basically get out without any losses, just only the Aegis.
We'll see what plans Thunder can come up with, honestly. I just feel like they're going to be run over this game.
Yep. I mean, Thunder, I think they're just better off waiting for the second Roche and trying to contest that. They still have good team fight.
Yeah.
You know, you look at the team fight ultis they have. They've got themselves the Rolling Thunder still in the arena, still incredibly relevant. BKBs are coming, but
there's the Rolling Thunder. Okay, they start the Pugna. Panda will die. As they do get away at least the Pango in time, but...
Oh, they even fortify the wave. Yeah, and Doom is a potential counter to this Beastmaster strategy. If he's level 15, he can actually take that talent and eat the Ancients, but he is far from that.
Like, I'd much rather see, honestly...
Roar, they found Pakaz.
Oh, no, Pakaz. Do they have any sort of damage? Oh, there's the Storm! Ooh, that was close.
It was close.
See, he's going to go for full Kai and Sun, just what I was mentioning. He doesn't even care about the nulls.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, this is, when you're up this much, why not? Raven's not even in this fight, by the way. He was pushing top the entire time, demolishes the tier 1. He's got a 9-second BKB after disassembling the Echo Saber. I believe he's repurchased the Echo. It's on the way as Pakaz is showing top.
Bushwhack, not going to hit again, but Fnatic. Once again, they're not really pressured. They're just trying to find some stragglers.
They are under a ward, though. So Pakaz not farming blind here, but he's still going to get jumped nonetheless. And that's just a kill. He doesn't have buyback, no BKB. Mago's going to at least trap 3 in the arena, but 2 of them just leave. There's Raven being doomed. Finds a target. That's going to trigger Pakaz's buyback. The grip as well. If they could get through Raven, that's at least something. Setting up for the kill onto Jabs as well as Sacred is taken down. They do finally get through Raven as Mago still holding them back with the shield. Jabs trying to TP right behind the tree. Won't make it.
What a good body block by his units as well. Doom did have the stomp there, plus Blink Dagger, but they constantly kept canceling it and body blocking him. Fnatic, I mean, look, these are the plays that Thunder, I guess, can make, which is the bait into buybacks and utilizing it, but it takes all the resource to get a single kill. Even if it's the carry, it's not enough. There's 2 win conditions right now in Fnatic. It's the Storm and the CK.
It's just changed now. Matthew just got buyback, but if you actually toggle over to very quickly to buyback status, we're 20 minutes in, and for a moment, all 5 heroes were without buyback. I mean, it's really that desperate here for them. Still, Pakaz picks up a decent bounty for the kills and assists, even though it's only the 1. And defend the tier 2 tower, still making progress towards his own Black King bar. And with the next Roche fight in 2 minutes to 5 minutes, he may have a chance here at perhaps finding the right fight and snatching an Aegis or 2.
Yeah, still committing for the traditional build of the BKB. I was honestly expecting a deviation to Ags at this point. Something to like cut waves or whatever, but I guess if they think they can make it, like, it just feels like Primal Roar will just cancel him regardless.
It's hard, right? Sharpshooter breaks as well, right? So the evasion, not really a problem. They're already being split pushing.
I mean,
they lost bottom barracks in the fight, the ranged ones to creeps. So
you do get rid of it, right? You get rid of the sharpshooter, so at least the BKB can help you with that.
True, very true.
They get the storm in, electric vortex, Static Mago. They sent back, and once again they send him back like this. Not even Sega can survive, or can help him survive rather.
No.
Oh, that Primal Roar cancels him too, and the tower will fall on top of this Fnatic. That's another lane of racks for them.
And they know for a fact there's no buyback on Dark Mago because it's still on cooldown for another 3.5 minutes. And Armel, he's going to go a diving, finds a panda, and Raven's going to eat a panda.
Nice, so quick.
That's 3 dead.
GG.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, there's not much else to it here. Thunder Awaken. Don't get much out of this laning stage. And Fnatic don't take long to close it out from there.
Frankly, again, to quote some other people, I've been saying this, you know, in panels and everywhere. Meta's about who runs at you first. And right now, Fnatic ran at them, and Thunder Awaken went for just a poor draft, I'll be honest. Like, the Doom Pango choice to go in the off lane destroyed their lanes. I mean, Pango mid and Mars off lane would have been maybe a little bit better, but just the Doom 4 did nothing this whole game. And the Beastmaster, the Bane, there's a reason why he's not being picked these days as first pick. TSM is doing the same thing. They've completely forgotten the Bane first pick because of the Beastmaster potential, right?
Yeah, Beastmaster kind of shoehorning them into picking a laner that can even, you know, sustain in that lane. Even
and Pakat's fine.
And he did fine, but it's a slow hero, right?
Yeah, and you have a completely slow draft with weak lanes in general, because Mars is an okay laner in the mid lane, but there's matchups that are better than Storm. It just felt like it was over from the start, honestly. Thunder did a couple of decent plays, but the way the Thunder likes to play anyway is I bait you into going to a bad fight, like we saw this a couple of times. I buy back, or I do.
Matumba Man forced to use the first.
Let's go with with TSM while we are waiting for the game number 2. Wait for a sec. I'm just waiting for. Welcome everyone. I'm G6 and welcome to my YouTube channel. We're streaming. Okay.
I feel so vindicated right now. I've been saying forever, I was like, you know, I think like Underlord's good, but when people figure out how to use this, it's going to be like broken in pro matches. And I mean, they're making it look really good.
Yeah, it's always been a very strange hero for me because it wasn't clear what his purpose is. Like, yeah, you pick him when you think the damage reduction is useful, but his spells are not that obvious. You know, it's not just a blink stun. It's not like it's just a weird hero.
Right.
But with this Fiend's Gate, he has a whole new purpose, in my opinion. It's way better to use than his old ultimate.
Right. Well, and the fact that it was for a while his Aghanim Scepter, and then like as soon as it got changed, oh, that's fine. Don't worry. He hasn't been playing for a couple days, okay?
Yeah, it's cool. It happens. I don't know if they've seen it on Liquid, but I don't think they're looking to do anything until Zai gets his BKB. And when he gets his BKB, what they're going to look to do is someone has to kill this Rubik, and as soon as the Rubik is dead, somebody's going to yell, Zai, go! And then Zai is going to unleash the black hole. So I think that's how Liquid's going to win it. Oh, nice catch by Tomato there. They do have a beautiful lane ward set up by Dubu to make that possible, but yeah.
And then guess what? Everybody's here.
Oh,
Bringing
Bryle
on
got caught
over
out.
Bryle, trying to take him down. Pops the BKB, wants to get out of there, but will eventually go down.
That's a big kill.
But Moon, Matumba Man doing a lot with that static link, but now a 4-second stun from Tomato. Now Dubu chasing him through as well. Can they get there in time for the finish? They will. Matumba Man goes down. They take down 2 now, and, well, still looking for more. Mickey, he's going to escape.
Still, that was pretty good for Liquid. They buy time for this Enigma to farm his BKB. They kill Bryle, the very fast walking sack of gold.
Yeah, exactly.
So I really like that play by them. They keep going back to this enemy triangle because that's one of the only quote-unquote safe places to farm. TSM is like, you know, get the hell out of there, but they were able to strike back. So really well done by Liquid, and Zai gets his BKB.
And this is opening that window where they at least they have an opportunity to try and take a fight. Having BKB Black Hole is really important. Now, granted, there's still this problem, which is Moon. Moon has a Force Staff. He's trying to get into the Aether Lens, still a ways away from it. If he can be there when that play comes out, when the Black Hole finally is there, that he can maybe make a turnaround play happen.
Yeah, I'm sure as a caster, like having an Enigma in the game is probably your favorite thing in Dota.
That's great.
And then there's a Rubik, so it's like even more hype.
Oh yeah.
Maybe it's never gonna come into fruition, but we'll see. We gotta keep an eye out for it. Like I said, Liquid definitely needs to find this Rubik. If they can kill Rubik and Zai still has, you know, everything ready, that's how I think Liquid can come back into this game. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
10K gold lead right now, and you can see it's, you know, 80% or so into the favor of TSM, but there's a way. There's opportunities here. And for Liquid, they just got to play and execute cleanly.
Yeah, I note that while it looked like in the pre-loading screen that he had the camel instead of the horse as a cosmetic, but it looks like he changed it, which is a little disappointing because I love the camel one.
Camel awesome.
So that's kind of a sign of not a very experienced Kodo player. You know, he's a bronze on the hero.
Cool.
A bit disappointing, Bryle, if you're ever going to listen to this, but it's okay. You're still doing a pretty good job. So
Good
all
job.
Good.
Just fix the camel. Come on now.
Yeah, put the camel on.
Gotta happen. I mean, well, I don't know if cosmetics alone are going to help out Liquid, though, considering where it's at. We got to see them get a really clutch combo coming out. Matamba Man does, as we said, also have that refresher BKB. So that's something else. If he can sort of survive the big burst that comes out from this Underlord, it'll be a nice answer. But already having that level 20 talent, the Reality Rift pierces spell immunity, things could get a little bit spooky here. And also almost has Scotty done. It's being brought out right now.
Yeah, Tomato's kind of been quietly farming up a storm, and everyone's positioning kind of around this Roche.
Saber Light.
Yeah.
Runs into Insania. Moon with the lift, but Zai! He caught him immediately! He knew right where he was! Oh no, you can't show yourself like that! And now Saber Light going to fall afterwards. Matamba Man, no, he misses! BKB! He missed uphill! Unbelievable! And now Matamba Man is going to be the one that's going to get caught. 3-second stun, pulled back in, and killed off. They had all the recipe for success in the world.
The Fiend's Gate is here.
Oh no!
Oh, it gets out.
Just barely able to get out there on Sania, but oh god. Jeez,
oh man,
that
that is so sad. Like he walks back thinking that, you know, Underlord is already dead. Then he's like, wait a second, I need one more hit, and then he actually misses. Underlord gets away, and then he refreshes on the Razor, but he doesn't get the second BKB off. He gets stunned by CK and just dies. And, you know, what I thought was a very good initiation by Zai, he found the target, he found the Rubik, you know?
With one more.
Yeah, exactly. Mickey does have BKB, he should be okay here.
Yeah.
Okay, he's fine. Yeah, that was a great initiation by Zai, but just, yeah. Well done by TSM striking back.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you look at the flub a little bit by Matamba Man, but the other thing is, like, TSM is there to back up their boys when things are given the opportunity to pull it back together. I love this right here. 3 lanes, Chaos Knight, Illusions, catching all the waves.
Yeah, the map is getting choked out. Roche is going to respawn in 5 seconds. They do have a creep scouting it, so good job, Dubu. He's been silently owning this game, I think.
Yeah, starting early from taking over those Eidolons and making Zai's game that much more difficult. It's not often, I feel like, we see the Enigmas bottom of the core list. Usually it's because, like, there was a position 4 to start. But does have Midas with the BKB going and trying to get towards Lincolns. And I guess at that point you can play a little bit more freely with your black holes as well.
Yeah, when you have the Lincolns, I don't think there's anything that can break it except Rubik.
Reality Rift.
That is true.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, I mean, if he does get BKB and Lincolns, his job is no longer to find the Rubik. It's going to be to find Tomato or Bryle. They are fighting this, though.
Linked up, hook shot afterwards, finds Boxy, and the blinding light push out, though, and that gets Tomato the Aegis. Blinks forward, looks for Matamba Man, 3-second stun, ulti afterwards, bringing him down to below half HP, and Matamba Man just eyes on him from Tomato. And another round of the Fiend Skate. Everybody gets brought back low, and then they come back through, and they're full HP again.
I'll be honest, I lost focus for a second there because they don't have Black Hole, they don't have Refresher and Razor. I don't think they have any business fighting that Roche. So I think that was a missed call by Liquid, but maybe they're feeling desperate that if TSM gets this Aegis, they don't really have a shot in this game. But yeah, they end up losing the fight. They will have Black Hole available and Refresher when Matu is up, but that's in 40 seconds, and TSM is probably going to hit high ground here.
You know what's super interesting? We saw in that fight, maybe we'll get a replay of it in a second or so, Saberlight, like I think as soon as he realizes that he's going to survive, pops BKB, Fiend Skates home, refills, and then comes back into the fight again. And this has been like a consistent thing that we're seeing from these Underlords. It's just at the start of the fight, drop the gate back to their own well.
Yeah, there's so many possibilities with this hero. You can use it to chase the enemy when they're trying to get away. If the fight is looking good, if the fight is looking bad, or you know your HP is low, you can just go back to the fountain. It's like a way better X mark.
Here we go.
And we're gonna see a replay of it as Matu gets the link out and almost gets the Aegis steal, but nice push away from, I believe that was Coddle.
And look, just he down at low HP, and he just gets out and then comes back in after.
Yeah. It's just another good usage of the Fiend Skate. Again, there's so many possibilities. I want to play this hero. Brief the game is position 5.
There you go. I love it.
Everyone will report me, but that's okay because I'll have fun.
There you go. I mean, that's the thing that's interesting, though, right? Is like you sometimes do see if there's like something that's just very obviously really good, and a hero starts getting pushed up to higher and higher in the priority list. Suddenly, you might see it played as a support. Is there any chance? Oh God, Tomato just jumped on him.
Yeah, I don't think that this hero will be played as support just because this hero requires items.
Okay,
but
fair enough.
You know,
one day
anything's possible in Dota. Anything's possible. He's currently farming the Ancients, and he's like, I can just join with my Fiend Skate, no problem.
Perfect.
Yeah, he's got the Blink, the Basher. He's going for Abyssal, so that's another way for them to actually cancel the Black Hole. Even if he gets Linkins, Saber might be able to, you know, proc his Linkins with Abyssal, or likewise the Rubik, one or the other. And Coddle picks up a Dagon, so this Coddle is an absolute monster. I don't know how you beat this hero.
I don't know. It's looking really rough. They have so much net worth between Tomato and Bryle. I mean, I've got to, again, like you were doing, commend Tomato in this game. He's keeping track with a Coddle at this point.
The Fiend Skate.
Dude, they drop it right on top of him. Matumba Man jumps to Moon Meander, though, and that's a good target to get right at the start. Maybe they can go back in for another round with the Black Hole here, but they're isolating for the moment onto Boxy. Saberlight trying to take him down. Zai, super low HP. The BKB wants to go in and make something happen, but it's too tough. Doesn't have the HP to do it.
Wow, that was... They went a little too far in
right.
TSM. As soon as the jump misses from CK, I think they need to make the call to back off. But Saberlight feeling a little too Chad over there, like dropping the Fiend Skate, blinking into Zai, trying to bash him and kill him. It almost worked out. Zai was one hit away from death, actually, if you look back into the base. But it was very close to like being like sort of this masterpiece move by Saberlight, but it ends up being obviously not so good. And we do actually have Grimstroke Axe.
That's interesting.
I don't think it's good enough. Like one CK illusion is not that powerful.
You get the Scotty on it, don't you, from the illusion?
You should, yes. But it's not like a Juggernaut or something like an Anti-Mage or Terrorblade, but alright, let's see.
Boxy chasing hookshot after, and that will be the death of Dubu here as he eventually is brought down, although Tomato runs in. Reality Rift tries to take him down with a BKB, and Black Hole on the other side. That's what they needed. Matumba Man gets pulled into two, but the Force Staff away, and Zai eventually dies to Boxy. Now Mickey trying to control one. They've got Bryle in their sights, and they kill him. A couple quick takedowns, and now Tomato also falls. They did enough. Dude, that illusion. It wasn't enough coming out from the CK. The fight was not the way it was supposed to.
This with the Fiend Skate.
And now the buyback, they come back in, and now they're gonna take him down. Saberlight buyback and runs in for the fight. Mickey, second round, has the refresher, and now trying to walk away in the BKB, but the reality rift, and now the back Mickey, he's gonna get stunts at illusion or creep actually, and Mickey ends up dying to Tomato. So what was looking good for Liquid gets turned around again, and now Matumbo Man
Zai
won't get
buyback.
lifted. Zai, but he doesn't have Black Hole. Yeah, I don't know if he has anything right now. Tomato's too strong. Triple
Tomato,
kill, ultra kill.
kill.
Keep going for more, or just TP back out of there. Leave Saberlight to die, because things have gotten way too wild.
What a wild ride that fight was. Oh my, there's so much to cover there. I actually, it had started out with like, this Enigma getting the black hole off, Rubik stealing it, you know, the buyback with the Fiend's Gate. I'm not even sure who won that fight. I think TSM is overall still happier at the end of the day. Tomato like turning up, surviving through all of it and getting an ultra kill. And he's now #1 in net worth. So I think Coddle dying there was definitely a bit of like a glimmer of hope for Liquid. And I think he talked about the Dark Portrait actually doing a lot of work. I didn't really get to see it in the fight, but it must have been what killed Bryle, I assume.
I actually am not even sure if they got it off. It was a CK illusion of Dyer's that I saw punching actually at the end, so I don't even know if he got it off in time.
All right, so, well, nonetheless, still some signs of life for Liquid. You know, like, despite the deficit here, they're still in this game.
Tries to turn, but Tomato just unleashes terror.
That's a DD on CK. You better get the heck away, Matu. Run away right now.
There's no way he can fight this one right now.
Oh, scary. So Insania dies, does not have buyback. He's pretty important because he gets the Stroke of Fates out. He gets this Aghanim, you know, Dark Portrait out. He's kind of needed for the defense. And the way this game is going, Zai is not going to be able to get his Linken's or a Refresher, and it feels like he needs it to have a chance in this game.
You know what's interesting is I think that he actually did get the Dark Portrait off, but we saw in that last little mini engagement that Tomato's illusions just kill it so quickly, right? Because like so much of the power is in the one hero, and you take like increased physical damage that it almost dies almost immediately, it feels like.
Yeah, and you have to think, so it might be magic immune, right? The Dark Portrait, but he has the the Reality Rift pierces spell immune, so as long as Tomato realizes that there's an illusion, all it takes is one Reality Rift and that illusion's instant dead.
Yeah.
Which is why I also thought it's not the best pickup, but we are gonna have a missed hook shot here, and TSM is just gonna run away. Maybe Dubu's gonna tank it for the boys?
Yeah, they don't want to go for that kill either.
Yeah, it's too much wasted time. By the time they kill this Ench, backup's gonna be there, and they would have wasted a lot of resources.
I mean, it's 4 heroes together getting ready for a Fiend's Gate. Now, there is a way that goes bad, and it, you know, starts with a Z and ends with an I.
Yeah. Yeah, the biggest bench press, the biggest black hole.
That's the way that you could potentially throw this game if you get too clever with the Fiend's Gates.
Now, Zai has a fantastic track record on Enigma, so I wouldn't be surprised if someone can pull it off. It's definitely him.
Trying to get to the Linken's and Refresher here.
Yeah, he needs time. TSM looks to be slowing down, thinking about Roche. I do think they're a lot stronger. But, you know, you are playing against an Enigma. You have to keep that into consideration. It's one of the only heroes in the game that can come back from this deficit.
And Tomato opting to go for a Bloodthorn next. That's what happens when you just get too much money.
The man is just too rich. There's no boots anymore. He's just like, I have too much gold.
That's the problems. Position 1 problems.
There's a smoke. They see Matu.
Nikkei has BKB, pops it now. Tomato right on top. He pops his own BKB. And that is going to be the end of the fight there, although Boxy is going to be the one that gets caught. Bryle gives him the tip afterwards. Gem on deck, and Moon will pick that one up. He's about 2,000 gold away from an Aghanim Scepter on the Rubik there, too.
Yeah, that's a huge pickup. That's even more big plays that Moon can pull off.
Is there anything in particular that seems super broken between like the 2 spells?
Between the 2 spells?
Yeah, the spell steal, you get up to 2 now.
Oh, I mean, you can get a black hole in an arena. And I mean, in this particular game, I think there's less.
Right.
2 crazy spells. I mean, maybe you can get Midnight Pulse and black hole. That would be pretty powerful. It'll be a lot of damage, but I don't see a crazy combination.
Eye of the Storm with it would be cool.
Eye of the Storm could be cool. Obviously, Spear is always great, but as a Mars versus a Rubik, you always need to use your Bulwark after you use any spell. Like, it's gonna be hard at this portion of the game because you need to do you need to get your arena and spear fast. You don't have time to toggle, but yeah, the main hero to look out for is still Enigma, and maybe he can steal Dark Portrait, but there's no real good illusion to steal, so
no. Does get a little bit weird towards the later stages. I'm a big ability draft player, and this is one of the few times where I feel like ability draft actually can start to synergize a little bit with real Dota.
Yeah, I've played that maybe like 7 years ago.
Okay, cool.
When it came out, but yeah, the Rubik potential is definitely there.
Ooh, Butterfly done for Razor. Do they have an answer for that? I guess the Bloodthorn. Yeah, that's the best answer.
The Bloodthorn is there. As soon as Matu's BKB wears off, he's probably dead if he's in the thick of things. But with this pickup, they do feel comfortable enough to go fight. And Zai Lincolns, but he's not smoked.
He doesn't have a TP either.
5 seconds. They need to wait for him, but Rocher is going down.
Oh, Zai, you know he wants to get in the hook shot. Actually interrupted. They run into one.
Okay.
So Dubu's gonna go down, and Roche about half HP. So this is buying enough time for Zai to get here. They have another smoke. Oh my goodness, Mickey takes a ton of damage, forced to pop the BKB. And then they run back and away. Now he does have a refresher. Do they want to go for more? Turning, Insania dead, Matumbo Man there, Saberlight low, Boxy chasing, looking for the kill and finding it. Afterwards, Bryle caught, he's getting pulled out though. Moon able to keep him alive, Fiendskate chasing. Matumbo Man, another hook shot, catches now onto Tomato, trying to back away. Matumbo Man is hurt, where is Zai? They need him now more than ever, but there is no opening for a fight. With the 2 buybacks, Liquid have to give up the Roche.
Oh man, the Zai is just hanging back because Moon is not showing himself. He's just waiting, you know, he just knows that the only way Liquid wins this game is if Zai gets a big black hole off. So Moon is very patient the way he took the fight. He's letting everybody just brawl it out, and there's 2 guys waiting in the back, waiting for each other, trying to bait each other to, you know, use their spells. And neither took the bait, and it favors TSM considering their lead. So well done by Moon. And also, you know, Tomato is he's just been a standout performance from him this entire game.
Really solid performance. And we're seeing again one of the big problems that's coming out now. You've got just too much net worth. I mean, even at the start of that fight, like Bryle having a Dagon 3 and then throwing the E-Blade out, he almost just killed off Mickey with all of the burst damage just right there at the start. Now he's got all the way up to Dagon 5. So, I mean, you're sort of damned if you do, damned if you don't with the BKB situation. He has to pop it, but simultaneously it really hurts if he does. And now an Ags CK is going to start spamming even more illusions. And God, buildings are falling, everything is falling.
Yeah, there's no buyback on Matu here. There's still a black hole, but like, what can you do? Look at the amount of illusions. It's so confusing.
Yeah, you're not even really fighting at that point. Blows up Insania. Didn't stand a chance, and Saberlight just kills off the illusion, the Dark Portrait. This is going to be 2 sets of racks, and they barely had to send heroes into the base.
Yeah, buyback Insania. They have to do something here.
Boxy, push back, looking for more. Mickey catches him to the side, 4 staff away. They have Arena down. Round 2 now. Can they do anything else here? Moon is just waiting in the back lines, ready to go. Already has Bulwark stolen, but can go for more spell steals here in a moment if they need to.
Yeah, Matu's coming back up, so TSM is going to just back away. Pretty happy with getting double racks and a buyback. They are all going back in the Fiend's Gate. They're going to heal. It is spotted under ward, which is going to get dewarded now, but they're all going to come back here full HP. Another good usage of the Fiend's Gate. So let's see. Matu is in on Bryle, actually.
They got him. Is he going to go down, though? Where's the vision? They didn't have any detection there. And now stunned. There's the second round of initiation out. Got him caught. Now the black hole drops down onto Tomato. Is this going to be enough damage? It will. Tomato dies once, but they don't have a second black hole. No refresher. But it was an Aegis already on the Underlord, so Tomato's actually dead for a while.
Yeah, great job there. Just starting the fight onto this Coddle, who was, you know, a bit out of position because his entire team was healing. You know, great spot by Boxy and Matu there, getting him and then catching Tomato, who was going, you know, he was going deeper looking for other kills, but Moon was too far away. So very crucial kills. Basically allows for Enigma to buy a refresher.
Interesting.
And, you know, have a bit of hope. Get some hopium up in there.
Interesting. We've seen big plays from Zai before on the Enigma. I think back to the game, I mean, EG versus, what was it, Secret? I'm trying to remember who it was. The TI9 matchup or whatever it was that happened where he canceled and ended up winning his team the game.
EG versus Secret, I believe. I was there.
Sorry, my bad. I just realized. I'm sorry.
It's cool, man. Let me just. I'm out of here. No, we ended up winning the series. It's all good.
Yeah, fair enough. Good point.
But yeah, this is a bit of hope. You know, not all is lost for Europe. You know, you can't. You know, NA did not win just yet.
Right.
So hold your Twitch chat memes.
Hold the means hard. We gotta wait and see what ends up happening here. Matumba Man's still hanging on to his Falcon Blade. Actually sends that one back now, finally.
Yeah, get out of here. You've done your job.
Exactly. 30K gold lead.
I really do think TSM has done a fantastic job this game overall. I think Dubu has been playing very solid. I think Tomato's had a standout performance, and even Braille on his keeper. Like I said, I flamed not using the camel, but he's been playing a fantastic game, barely been caught out. And he has this, look at his net worth, look at his items. This guy is just, it's just scary. And you get this permanent spirit form up because you have the level 20 talent, you have the Octarine, it's always up now, and it makes a huge difference for this hero, this cast range buff. You can get your Dagon out from so far away. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking at the actual range on it now, and it is pretty nuts because you don't have to present yourself as a target.
Exactly. You're not in threat. You can always stay far back and still deal an absurd amount of damage.
Speaking of which, the other way to do it, send in illusions. Just run them at the building. Saberlight is actually going to be sitting up front and center. Oh, stolen spear. It was Bulwark, actually good play right there, and they take down Saberlight one time.
They do use two BKBs for this, though.
Have to be careful. Round 2 could come out in a moment. Saberlight taking a good chunk. They pull him back afterwards, able to get him out of harm's way with Moon Meander. But in that time period, they took down the tier 3 tower. You can see TSM, they are respecting the hell out of Liquid's high ground defense.
Yeah, and that was a refresher used by Matuk. Like, he was thinking that the fight's going to continue, but it's actually not. They're just going to back off. I don't know if they spotted it or not. But yeah, one cool thing is that Zai did get Ninja Gear, which at this stage of the game is one of the best items you can have, because you need to be smoked on this Enigma. You need to find the opening, and if you get jumped on, the fight's just over. He is their hope in this game, so
it's all on Zai. And
no pressure.
No pressure, exactly. Sanjin Yasha, late game item picked up now for Matumba Man. Wanting to get some of the status resist, I'm assuming, and I guess the maneuverability to keep up with Coddle is the other big part.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of annoying stuns on the side of TSM between the Chaos Bolt, between the Pit, the Rubik Lift. So like just being able to get a little bit of status resistance, I do think is a good choice. I'm not sure if Satanic would have been enough, because I feel like if he's ever caught out without BKB, he's just dead anyways. So I think I'm okay with this choice, considering the state of the game.
And Matumba Man, I mean, he is getting towards also the Storm Surge shard, which is kind of interesting. So it's when you cast single target spells, you're going to be dealing a certain percentage damage, and then I think that it's a movement slow as well. Yeah, so it's like the old passive from Razor a little bit.
Yeah, it has to be one of the worst shards in the game, I'll be honest with you.
Okay, cool.
But I guess he has nothing else to do. Like, he could save for buyback, but
does it proc on? I mean, I don't know. I'm wondering if it procs on items. That's the other big thing to watch for. I would assume not, because I think it says spells.
I've like never seen this because nobody buys this.
Right.
I'm thinking they do have some single target between, you know, Chaos Bolt and Rubik spells. You know, Coddle with his abilities. Maybe that's why, and that little bit of slow could be helpful, because it does hit 3 targets. So you know.
Ooh. I guess the other thing is that if Rubik steals a spell, it might reveal where Rubik is and cancel his blink.
Yeah, that's probably the thought process here, but let's see if he actually commits for it or not.
Yeah.
Theorizing this kind of F-tier shard here, but you know, it's desperate times for Liquid.
Yeah.
It is.
52 minutes.
Yeah, he is level 25 on this Enigma. He gets the +5 demonic conversion Eidolon, so this is going to help push out lanes in general.
So I just want to sort of, again, recenter where we are. We just saw a 40,000 net worth lead get, you know, obviously the game was basically over. For some reason, that feels different for me in this one. Do you think that there is still a chance for Liquid here? I mean, they're giving it 83% still.
Yeah, they have a chance. And they caught Tomato.
Oh my god, this is the one! They got him! Tomato jumps in, and now Dubu in some more trouble. Matu trying to run him down. And so just like that, Liquid, they find 2 key pickoffs. They don't even have megas yet.
There is hope. Europe, there is hope. It's not all lost. You can, hold your heads high, possibly.
And you know what it was, too? They were playing a bunch of other TSM heroes on the other side. They laid down that Fiend's Gate thinking they might go through. But if they do, obviously you just have a second black hole.
Yeah, it's very scary now. And you can see, like, this entire game, it's like a mind game between, no pun intended towards mind games. It's Moon versus Zai. Like, Moon actually opted for the Octarine core, probably just to lower the cooldown on Spell Steal. So, he can Spell Steal, proc the Linkens, then Spell Steal again, and actually get the Black Hole. Because Black Hole has a longer duration, right? It's 4 seconds. So this might be like some 5-head, the 7D chess here.
Wait, repeat that one more time. So tell me what's going on here.
So Moon buys Octarine core.
Yes.
The normal cooldown on telekinesis is 4 seconds.
Okay.
Or sorry, not telekinesis, spell steal.
Yes.
It's 4 seconds. With Octarine, it's now 3 seconds. Okay, so 3-second cooldown on spell steal. Black hole.
4 seconds.
4 seconds. So he is gonna be able to cast spell steal twice while Zai is casting a full black hole.
Okay, so then Zai would have to refresh mid black hole to try and stop that from happening, which is also insane.
Yeah, there could be a lot of things. Like, honestly, at this stage of the game, like, everything I say is like kind of out the window.
Right.
There's like, pro players, we're used to 40-minute games max. Like, when it passes 50 minutes, I don't know what's going on anymore. There's a random Fiend's Gate, Liquid's now doing Roche.
Saberlight, he's thinking about going through.
Wait,
he actually goes through. He went through. The damage reduction, will it be enough? Trying to stay alive. Meanwhile, the back line, they jump in, they pull back one. Mickey in some trouble. He's down mega low and is gonna get dropped. So it ends up working out. Saberlight's mad dash to Roche through the Fiend's Gate.
Yeah, Saber Chad over here just giving his team the vision he needs, and Mickey got caught out without the BKB, so he just dies. He does have buyback though, and I wonder if Zai still wants to contest this.
It's dangerous.
He does have refresh on cooldown for 20 seconds. That's kind of a big deal.
Can they get there? Obviously need to get back into the fight quickly if they want to bring in the Mars, and he doesn't have boots of travel but does have the gold to buy it if they want to take that fight. Hook shot in, finds one, blink away from Tomato, the big stun onto 2, and then the black hole onto 1. Can they get him on his side? Tries to get it, he's able to steal it! Round 2! Modi did it to him! Oh no for Team Liquid, but the buyback in mass. Boxy trying to do it, Roche, it's still very, very survivable. Mickey turns now onto Saberlight, trying to kill him. Stolen bulwark! Dude, Mickey covers his spells every time! That's nuts!
Triple buyback. This fight is not over. Everyone's buying back. Even Saber has buyback. He has the Fiend's Gate. We're gonna see a re-engagement here. There's one more black hole from Zai. Can he make this happen?
What does he have left? They don't have that much. Rocket Flare's there, hook shot in afterwards, and the black hole round 2. Moon trying to steal it, but he isn't gonna get it. The black hole's not available. He breaks it and then stealing black hole. Can Moon turn this? He wants to do it desperately, but he ends up dying, has to buy back. Run in, round 2, finds Dubu, trying to kill him. Mickey thought about chasing through the Fiend's Gate. That's not where he wanted to go. Saberlight dead, 4 more buybacks. What else they have left in the tank? Liquid take down a couple and no more Saberlight for 2 minutes, but they want to rush Roche. If they can keep him back. Wait, can they actually do this?
I mean, Liquid's out of juice here. They don't have anything. No black hole, no arena. I think you have to give it up.
And Tomato is too strong. They get there too quickly.
Oh my god, there's a lot to recap here. Saber is just dead for, how many buybacks do we have?
Buyback status right now, only 1. There is only 1. It's
only Coddle, only the non-camel rider. Okay. So
hey man, thanks for the subs.
I actually talked about happened, which is hilarious.
That is kind of insane.
So he did actually do what we talked about, right? He gets the Octarine, he spell steals, procs the Linkens, spell steals again because it's only 3-second cooldown, steals the black hole, gets a great black hole off, kills Zai, they mass buyback, And then what happens is for the second black hole, Moon's black hole is still on cooldown. So even though he did the same thing, it was still on cooldown. It was cooldown for 50 seconds. He does not have a refresher. And he queues up the refresher.
Oh my god!
The 7D chess continues.
Dude, I completely forgot about that. It shares the cooldown, of course.
Yeah. And
so he can't black hole a second time.
And despite TSM getting the Aegis here, there are no buybacks. This means there is a win condition for Liquid here, and they're feeling it. They know that Saber is down for 30 seconds. They're playing aggressive here with a DD on Matu. This game is completely open for both teams. I think this 30k gold lead doesn't even matter anymore at this point. What matters is the wave pressure that TSM has, because they're gonna get more information on the map, but this gold lead doesn't mean much at this point.
What an insane series of events. I don't even know how to begin to look at that.
Check the win probability real quick, but we might have a fight, so I'm distracting you. There's a fight breaking out.
It's swinging back the other way. They're ready. Zai goes in, doesn't black hole. Wait, refresh again. Wait, what? Going in? Round two? He didn't even use it the first time.
He didn't use the black hole?
Zai didn't opt to go for it. And now
no buyback, though.
They gotta run. They gotta run. Backs away, Bryle. They're moving in with the rest of them. Linked up, Boxy taking a good chunk of damage there, and Will he go down? Yes.
Black hole!
Black hole there! Zai jumps in onto both, but they're keeping Matumba Man out of the fight. He was so slow he couldn't get on top of them. TSM, they might live through it. They got black hole, but it didn't matter. Tomato, is he too strong? Can he take down the rest of them? Wanting to run and fight, and Ike is just gonna jump out. Matumba Man pops refresher, hoping to go for round 3, round 4, Saberlight down low, but Tomato is there. Pops the refresher now, Satanic. Tomato, he gets him down. 3 dead, no buyback.
I think this is it. Finally, this game is gonna end in what a strange fashion, because he blinks and he doesn't use the black hole on Enigma. Then he refreshes, blinks to the side, and it's just not enough. When he got the black hole, like you said, Matu was not nearby to deal the damage, so nothing ends up happening. With Midnight Pulse, like not dealing as much damage as it used to before, like I think this is it. They don't have buybacks.
Mickey, he's got to do it all on his own there. Finds Bryle, but it might not be enough. Now they pop the ulti, Phantasm out, they bring him down one by one, and though it may not have been in the fashion that they thought it was going to happen, TSM finally bring down Team Liquid in game number 1. What a way to start the series.